Hello everyone, welcome back to another ERLC update video. This is technically the first branded update of 2025, kind of, if you don't really count the quality of life update, which I don't. But there's been a lot of fixes to stuff and a few new features. One of them you can see behind me. The Chevy Caprice on the police team got a remodel. And if you are in my Discord, I've said my opinion on it. The remodel of the Caprice looks alright. Overall, I'm pretty happy that it's not something crazy new. It still looks like the car it's replacing, which is how remodels should be done. Custom liveries are a little broken on it. It's actually not too bad, actually. I guess the top was flipped to be right now, and then the back is a little different. But yeah, for the most part, it looks pretty solid. The one thing I don't like, I'm not sure if the civilian car had this. I don't really like it, but I don't like these like headlights right here. The white line. It just looks too modern for this car, I think, in my opinion. I don't know. It just looks off a little bit. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the past of what they did with some remodels, but I feel like they make modern cars, or I guess like early 2000s cars, more futuristic and modern looking than they really should be for some reason. I don't know. I don't really know if I explained that well. I probably didn't, but that's how I see it. But yeah, anyway, and the next big part of the update is the frozen river is back. It is pretty fun to drive on like always. I think this is the version of the river that still, like, the ice breaks in some places, which I don't really like if that's the case, but I don't know. I've been driving on it for a little bit and I haven't had any ice break, so yeah, I don't know. Pretty fun to drive on, like always. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, so the ice does still break on this, which I'm not really too much of a fan of, but as I said a million times, it's fun to just drift around on the ice. And anyway, that's really it for new content. There's a lot of fixes. I think there's over 75 bug fixes, which I think I'll read them out right now. So first of all, weapon fixes. You should be able to shoot down the police helicopter. The flashbang and the ballistic shield should only flash wanted players on the Civ team. The Remington 870 should not have infinite ammo or reloads. Scoped weapons should be steady when not stationary on mobile. Magazines on the duty belt should no longer break when spamming the rotate button. Handgun on the duty belt should be hidden when the SAR P226 or the Model 29 is equipped. Baseball bat should have audio when hitting someone. You should drop money when you're killed by the baseball bat. Tree hitboxes should no longer be larger than visible, and they should not block bullets or player movement, which I think that's actually been out for a little bit, but that's tree hitboxes. That's a huge plus. Anyway, moving over to the vehicle fixes. Cameras on all vehicles should be centered. Driving through a barbed wire fence should not cause players to lose health while inside a vehicle. Automatic calls for vehicles needing impounding should show up on the MDT and spawn correctly. You should not be able to fly a UTV using the news camera. Vehicles should no longer fling when getting out of a seat. Passenger UI should not appear when using the lawnmower. Passenger UI should no longer occasionally not show when spawning a vehicle. Electric vehicles are no longer occasionally show a broken HUD. Exiting the mod shop should no longer break your vehicle. You should no longer die when entering the mod shop. Spawning a vehicle with high ping should no longer break the vehicle. That was a lot, but there's even more for miscellaneous fixes. Too many cones error should appear for DOT skinny cones when necessary. When you die and heal, the call EMS/respawn menu should appear or should disappear from the screen. The shovel gravel prompt should pop up when toggling the asphalt trailer hatch. The menu app should no longer say sunny at night. MDT toolbar should not remain yellow after clicking it. Redwood outdoors should now have a map marker. Gun lockers on the sheriff team should no longer have duplicate interaction hints. After respawning under rain protected areas, Examples: buildings / covered areas. Rain and sound should function correctly. You should not be able to equip tools that cannot be used in the car. For example, the chainsaw. Getting killed while having the news camera toggle should not glitch the UI or camera. When the DOT building catches on fire, surrounding fences should not randomly catch fire as well. After equipping an item during an animation, your character should not get stuck facing one direction or in shift lock until clicking normal. Fire extinguishers should successfully put out car fires. Broken glass respawn time is now limited to 180 seconds. Speed traps have visible trap cameras. And lastly, the last thing mentioned, adjusting game volume settings should not drag the menu down to the left or right, and should allow volume changes seamlessly. That was a lot, and it says there's more that are fixed. But yeah, overall, it's really it. I don't know. It's just a small update. It's not really much going for it. It's just the frozen river that's really back. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys probably next week for LSP4, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, have a good one, and goodbye.